Joining me today on NYSE Floor Talk is Lane Bess. He is the CEO at Deep Instinct. Lane, it's fantastic to have you here. Thanks for joining me.
It's a deep pleasure to be here, Judy. Thank you.
Thank you. So now, Lane, you were the former CEO of Palo Alto Networks and COO of Zscaler.
Yes.
You retired, then you came out of retirement, and you are now leading Deep Instinct.
That's right.
So tell me, what excites you about Deep Instinct, and how is it different from other cybersecurity companies out there?
Well, I'd say that I still have some unfinished business. Throughout my career, over 20 years in cybersecurity, I focused on innovative and disruptive technology to essentially protect companies and governments from the cyber attackers. The challenge has gotten harder and harder. And quite frankly, with all of the technology the companies have purchased and all the customers that I've amassed over those years, I could never say to them, you can actually prevent from getting a cyber attack. And so this to me was the technology company using the most sophisticated AI to do what's most important, protect companies' data.
Now, security leaders are turning to AI to fight back against bad AI, but as you like to point out, not all AI is created equal. Tell me more about that.
AI is a term that's used very broadly and unfortunately very loosely. So when you place a bet on putting AI in your cyber detection and prevention, it really depends on the models. Most of the models today are older models and they require a lot of training. But the problem we have now is these models are not based on technology that can be trained quick enough to outmaneuver the attackers. So you need something more sophisticated. It's a technology, we won't get into deep tech on it today, called deep learning. Deep learning is a neural network technology that quite frankly acts like a human brain and can actually predict. If you think about the sophistication you've seen recently in the generative AI space, again in the LLM models, OpenAI, people are amazed at what it can do, but they still can't predict. A deep learning framework built specifically for cybersecurity can not only predict, but actually prevent cyber attacks.
Now you mentioned this earlier. Contrary to popular belief, is prevention really possible in cybersecurity?
The answer is yes, if you have the right technology. The problem right now is with most of the current technology deployed, prevention is not possible. You can detect and you can remediate, clean it up. And that's probably the best most companies have been able, and governments have been able to accept. But with new technologies, with the AI technology I've been speaking about, the Deep Instinct focuses on, you actually can get out ahead of the attackers in a way that's not been able to be done before. And that's really where companies have got to turn their focus and attention, not towards detection and repair, which we've seen the news reports about the costly ransomware payments that have been made, some most recently this past week. You actually have to prevent.
And finally, Lane, tell me, what can we expect from Deep Instinct in the coming months or in the coming year?
Yes, we're growing at a very high pace now because of the challenge of the threats. What you can expect from us is our technology will make its way into so many of the enterprises, governments, and probably be embedded in a lot of companies, other cyber companies' technologies. But more importantly, you can expect us to push the message to the market that detection is not good enough. And most boards right now have assumed the breach and will pay a large price to fix it after it's taken place. We're saying that at board level, in the executive level, you now have to make a mandate for threat prevention, and Deep Instinct can provide that.
All right, well, Lane, it's been great to talk with you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
I appreciate it, thank you very much.